Hey, what's up, guys? Lenny with Lenny Martin Painting. Today we are talking about 5 simple steps to paint over water stains. Now, water stains in your drywall are fairly common, especially right up here. In the area that I live, up here in the Northwest, it rains all the time. Last week we had an ice storm. Things happen up on the roof. Shingles get broken, gutters pull away from where they're supposed to be. They're not fastened down tight enough, and there's flashing things that pull apart, and there's a leak that develops, and then it ends up having this gross looking ring of stain on your drywall ceiling. And what are you supposed to do about that? Well, the first thing, of course, is to take care of that leak. Find out where that leak is coming from and take care of it. That's the first thing you have to do. But after that, and that's all taken care of and it's dry, what do you do to get rid of that stain? Well, here are 5 simple steps to take care of painting over water stains. Step number 1, get the area that is stained clean and dry. You'll have to take care of making sure that that area is not still wet after the leak has been fixed. Let it get thoroughly dry. It might take a few days. You might have to get a blower in the bathroom or wherever it is and get that area dry and ready for the next step. Step number 2, you need to get the appropriate primer for this stained area. You have to put primer on that stain, or else that stain will continue to show through no matter how many coats of paint you put on. You need to get some primer. And what kind of primer do you need? You need some stain blocking oil-based primer. Another primer that you could use is a shellac-based primer, but that ends up being a little bit more expensive, and it's a lot more fumes. If you have some shellac-based primer around, you want to get rid of it, you can use it, but I would suggest a stain-blocking, oil-based primer for the areas that have water stains. Step 3, you need to apply the primer to the water-stained areas with a brush or a roller. Make sure you get it on there and spread out thick, but around where it's supposed to be. And you need to make sure that you open up a window or a door, because even just the oil-based primer has a lot of fumes, and you don't want to be breathing that stuff too long. Which brings us to step number 4, letting it dry. Let that primer dry and set up. Look at the instructions on the side of the can of the oil-based stain-blocking primer that you used for the amount of time you need to wait. This might take a few hours, so plan accordingly. And finally, step 5, painting over the areas that you have primed with your oil-based stain-blocking primer and let dry. Now you can put the paint on. Might take a couple coats. Hopefully you have some paint left over that you had from the previous paint that you can put on the stained areas, and you are good to go. Hopefully this is helpful to get your ceiling not having water stains on it, but looking nice and clean like this one. And hope you're all staying safe. God bless y'all. We'll talk to you soon.